and welcome to Season 14, Episode 44 of Eagle News.
Today is Friday, November 13th, 2020, 14 days until Thanksgiving break. Happy Chicken Soup for the Soul Day.
My name is Lainey.
And my name is Ryan.
There are no new headlines, but remember, middle and high school students are asked to create a short video that defines or teaches any of the words in the Word of the Day collection for the New York Times Vocabulary Video Challenge. Contest dates are November 10th to December 15th, 2020, and check the Schoology feed for more details.
If you are planning to participate in this year's virtual spelling bee, please complete the form located in the Heights and Richmond options on the Schoology course, or the form located in the spelling bee group on Schoology.
If you are not filled out for the form by Friday at 2:45 p.m., you cannot participate in the school spelling bee.
You can watch all of the videos we make on the Eagle News YouTube channel. All you have to do is search Heights Eagle News. Check it out. New content posted almost daily.
This week is Living History Week. The next few days are all about honoring American military veterans.
Today we are wearing hats for Hats Off to Our Heroes.
Today's daily Native American Indigenous person is a Native American woman who successfully battled warriors.
Many warrior Native American women fought alongside men in battle. The most famous of these was probably Buffalo Calf Road Woman, a member of the Northern Cheyenne tribe who fought in Battle of the Rosebud and Battle of Little Bighorn.
In fact, according to the elders of the Northern Cheyenne tribe, it was she who defeated Custer, his final deadly blow.
Buffalo Calf Road Woman is just one of the many incredible Native American women warriors.
Mr. Nicolosi is a 6th grade teacher that has been here since the opening of the building. And for today's first video segment, Addie, Josie, and Isabel interview Mr. Nicolosi. Enjoy. Let's see what Mr. Nicolosi has to say to Eagle News.
And today we're going to be interviewing Mr. Nicolosi on what it's like being a basketball coach.
What is your favorite part about being a basketball coach?
I love teaching the girls how to play basketball. I love seeing the development from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So my goal is always to have them playing their best at the end of the year. And last year's team, for example, was the best they've ever been at the end of the year.
What made you become a coach?
I have always loved working with kids. So when I was younger, when I was still in college or right out of college, I had some opportunities to coach, and it was great. And then when I got a job in Olentangy, some positions came open, and I started coaching football, and then I knew I could coach baseball. And then a basketball position came open, and I've done it for 15 years now.
Who is your greatest role model, either personally or as a coach?
There's a ton of good coaches that I kind of look up to, but I mean, really, the person that's probably had the most effect on me is probably my dad. My dad is not a sports guy. He really knows nothing about sports, but you don't really need, coaching is about people. Coaching is about relationships, and you don't just need to be a great athlete or to know a lot about sports to do that.
What would you teach your players besides basketball?
I try to teach them the value of hard work and the value of never quitting. You got to have a lot of grit to play basketball because you're going to fail, and you're going to fail a lot. So it's how you come back from those failures that is going to really teach you things about life.
In addition to winning a championship, does your girls have any other goals?
Yeah, our goal is to get better every game, every practice. You're always striving to get better. So yes, we want to win a championship, but that's always a result of improving every day throughout the season.
What's the best piece of advice you can give your players?
Probably just never give up. If you want something bad enough, you got to work hard. Anything that you really want, it's the journey. It's not just getting there. It's the journey that is fun. You have to work hard, and when you work hard and you see yourself improving, that should be really self-satisfying.
What are your best and worst memories in coaching?
I don't really have worst memories. I've never, every experience, every season I've coached has been a really good experience because I've gotten to know the kids, and getting to know the kids and the families has been great. But really the best moments, you would think would be winning, but it really isn't winning. The best moments are just those times where you're talking to the girls, kind of those times where you can get to know them when you're not on the basketball court. Those are the memories that stick out.
That's it for today, Eagles. I'm Addie reporting with Eagle News.
Thank you, girls, for that great video.
Let's head over to the Eagle News Weather Center where Sam is ready for today's weather report.
Thanks, Ryan. Today in Powell, it will be sunny with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. So much for the 75 degrees days anymore here in Columbus. The temp will be falling as we get closer to winter. Take care of yourself. Now let's head back to the newsroom with Elena and Ryan to see Mr. Betta's best thing he found on the internet last night.
Thanks, Sam. Now let's go see what Mr. Meta's best thing on the internet today.
Today's best thing on the internet is, remember when you played soccer in year 3 and didn't get your way? Well, check this out.
Other way. There you go.
See, you always can find a friend to help you out, even on the other team. On to lunch.
Hey, Ryan, what are you having for lunch today?
I'm having a salad. What about you?
I'm having apples and peanut butter.
Speaking of food, let's go see what Mrs. Carr is serving in the kitchen today.
Happy Friday! Today's menu is brunch for lunch with donut holes. We have a chicken sandwich or stuffed crust pizza. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for that great lunch report, Mrs. Carr.
The food sounds delicious.
Now let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's class headline isn't about a class, yet a teacher in our building, Mrs. Mattingly, as she heads out today to coach the Olentangy Lady Bears soccer team in the state finals game at the Columbus Crew Stadium against the number 1 seed Strongville. The Eagle News staff and Mr. Meta want to send all of our best wishes and the very best luck. Let's go Braves tonight at 7 p.m.
It's now time for trivia. Let's head over to Sam in the trivia studio to see what today's question is.
Thank you, Ryan, and welcome to this morning's trivia here at Eagle News. Let's check out the daily winners and the first answer from yesterday's trivia. To yesterday's top winners. Teachers, text Mr. Meta 4 answers to earn the maximum points for today's show. Today. Today's question is, tell me something you hate about going to the movies before the pandemic. Again, tell me something you hate about going to the movies before the pandemic. Don't forget, you can send Mr. Meta 4 answers to earn the maximum points. Let's head back to the newsroom for today's sports report.
In some baseball news, the Cleveland Indians pitcher Shan Bieber and the Cincinnati Reds pitcher Trevor Barter both won the CY Young Award in their leagues.
The Ohio State Buckeyes football game against the Maryland Terrapins have been canceled because of a minor COVID breakout on the Maryland football team. And in the NFL, some big games this weekend when the Browns battle the Texans and the Bengals travel to Pittsburgh to battle the Steelers. Before we get to our final segment, let's head live to Mr. Meadows' advisory to see what it looks like behind the scenes during the taping of the show. Let's check out what's going on behind the glass.
Thank you, ladies. Hi, this is Mr. Meta. We're live in the Eagle News Advisory, and we're trying this new shot out. We have a remote camera, so we might be visiting your classroom sometime in the upcoming future, but I wanted to share with you what's going on behind me. So, Cammie, if you can zoom in, you can see that we have our producers behind the scenes. They're behind the glass working on their projects.
Right now?
They're running the show. You guys only see the people
what
that
is
are
this word?
in front of the
Decided?
camera. If you get down here, Brooklyn, she's adding up the trivia scores and gathering up all your answers. So, and then if you look over here, we got a couple late. If you can turn over there, it might be kind of tight, but we got a group of girls. They're editing video. And we have another group over here. They're researching some stuff for a video they're working on. So we got a lot of stuff going on in here. Great camera work by Cammie. Avery's producing behind that camera. They're doing a great job. Let's send it back to the newsroom for the next video segment.
Thanks, Mr. Meta. And for our final video segment, Olivia talks about Mount Kilimanjaro being on fire.
I'm Olivia with Eagle News. Located in Tanzania, Africa's tallest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro, was set ablaze. There were several responses to this devastation. Let's check it out. On October 11th, around 3:36 in the afternoon, Mount Kilimanjaro was set on fire. The wildfire was caused by an incident that occurred in the Wana Rest area. Porters, people who carry supplies for the climbers, lit a fire to heat up food, and gusts of winds carried the fire to nearby plants, which caught on fire. The wildfire started in the afternoon, and powerful winds and dry grass and vegetation caused the wildfire to spread rapidly on the mountain peak. Mount Kilimanjaro is famous for tourists around the world to climb the peak and fight to reach the top. Climbers and travelers were upset to hear the news of the mountain in flames. Hundreds of local residents and professional firefighters worked to put out the flames, and more than 260 college students helped deliver essential supplies like food and water to the firefighters. 5 days later, the flames cleared out and the tourists were allowed to start climbing to the top to reach the Uhuru Peak. However, many Tanzanians think that because of recent climate changes and stresses of tourism, Tanzania should expand and improve its firefighting abilities. Some experts claim that because of the fire, many plants have been harmed, and the area could be at more risk for future fires.
Thank you for that great video. Thankfully, the fires came to a stop. Now let's head over to Sam to see what she has for us in the This Day in History television.
On this day in 1982, near the end of the week-long national salute to our Americans who have served in the Vietnam War. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial is dedicated in Washington, D.C. after a march to its site by thousands of veterans of the conflict. The long award memorial was a simple V-shaped black granite wall inscripted with names by the 57,939 Americans who died in the conflict, arranged in order of death, not ranked as was common in order memorials. Now back to Elena and Ryann in the newsroom.
Thanks, Sam. That's all for today's episode of Eagle News. But before we go, we want to share with you our quote of the day.
Even in the most difficult circumstances, there is always something positive that can be taken away from the experience. My name is Ryan.
My name is Lainey.
My name is Sam.
Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, Eagles!